I'm Tim Mills, the Technical Support Manager at Contacta. In this video, I'll be showing you how to commission a large area loop system. Now that we've completed the installation of the loop cable, it's time to do the commissioning of the loop system. We have set up a phased array layout in this room, which is effectively two separate loops installed in continuous overlapping segments. The loop tape is fitted across the floor area of the room, with the two overlapping loops being supplied with a 90-degree phase shifted audio signal. In this video, I will show you how to power and set up a phased array loop system using a dual output loop driver. Using the V22A Pro loop driver, it has a guided loop setup which helps an installer to quickly set up the loop system to the IEC standard. Once the loop driver is unlocked, we want to select the Guided Loop Setup tab on the front. Highlight it and then press Enter. The first thing the loop driver will ask you is, do you want to do the Guided Loop Setup? And you click Yes to start. The loop driver has a built-in tone signal generator for doing this commissioning, and therefore it asks you if you want to start the signal, and you click Yes. And the first thing we will be checking is the high frequency compensation. Now we're going to need to record levels from our field strength meter placed in the loop at the listening height at 100 Hz, 1000 Hz and 5 kHz. So we click Next to start, and we look at our FSM meter and take a reading. The reading is minus 54.9. So I highlight the digits and then the loop driver will ask you to enter the next value. And the next value is the one taken at 1000 Hz. The 1000 Hz reading is minus 60 dB. Again, we highlight the digits and press Enter to select them, and click Next to continue. The next reading is taken at 5000 Hz, and that reading is minus 57.1. Once that's entered, click Next to apply. Now the loop driver works out whether there is any high frequency compensation required. In this instance, where the frequency responses are so close together, there's no correction required, and therefore it says no correction required. When you're happy, click Next to continue. Again, the loop driver is asking us if we would like to start the tone signal. We click Yes to continue. And now we're going to set up the loop drive output. Now what we need to do is record the level at 1 kHz. We click Next to continue. We check the field strength meter, and the reading is minus 7 dB. So we click 0, 7, 0, and you have minus 0.7 dB. Click Next to continue. And now the loop driver has taken all its measurements, and the required peak current is 2.24 amps. And it's asking us if we would like to apply this level. We click Yes to continue. The next section is loop uniformity. This is where we will walk around the room and take readings at various locations and compare them to the center location. And what we're looking for is a plus or minus 3 dB or less field uniformity. Again, it asks to switch on the signal. And as you can hear, the loop driver fans have cut in. The field strength, it tells us, will be minus 7 dB. And we walk around the room and take various readings, and it needs to be within the minus 7 plus or minus 3 dB reading. The next step will be just to check the field uniformity. Field uniformity is a way of checking that throughout the area of the loop, the signal is no greater than 3 or no less than 3 dB than the value taken in the centre of the loop. So this is what I'll do next. I'll take the tripod, I'll place it in another location in the loop, and I check the field strength meter, and I'm well within the plus minus 3 dB value. This would then mean that the loop system is commissioned and meets all the standard required. Once you've done that, click next to continue, and the guided loop setup is complete. It just asks you, do you want to use the settings, and it recommends you do. You click yes, and the setup is complete. You would now move on to setting up the inputs for various audio sources. For this setting, I'm going to use a tone signal generator and set it to 1 kHz. Click on the inputs, and you've got 2 inputs to choose from. We're connected to input A at the moment. Select input A. Because I'm using a tone signal generator, I don't need to use phantom power, so I turn that off. To adjust the input, you select this adjustment level and rotate it, and as you can see, as I move it on the right, the signal level is low, and continually adjusting it until I get up to good. And that's the input level set up correctly for this audio source. And when you're happy, press the button again and click exit. And that input level is set up, ready to drive your audio. To confirm that the loop system can achieve 0 dB at a peak signal, we're now going to use this tone signal generator. It's running already at 1000 Hz. The input is set correctly. The guided loop setup has set the loop driver up to drive the correct signal. I'm now just checking that we can achieve 0 dB, and we're actually on minus 0.1, which is close enough for this system.